I'm literally shaking.
A user known as Really Haunted shares videos on YouTube about terrifying poltergeist activity and unexplained events happening inside his house. But in this video, he says things became so intense that he ran out of the house in the middle of the night. He didn't even have time to grab his phone, money or shoes, and ended up spending the night parked down the street. Take a look.
Just had some banging on bedroom door. If I sound ill, I am. I've got flu again. I don't know why, but you've got me out of the bedroom again. I'm here. What do you want? What is it you want? What, you banging that door for now? Well, I just seen like an energy ball like round there, then it looked like it shot up and then went into the bathroom. Did you just go into the bathroom? Can you show yourself as an energy ball? You never want to do anything I say. Holy shit. Oh.
According to him, the cameras were running as usual while he was asleep, hoping to capture any strange activity inside the house that at some point during the night. He hears loud banging coming from the bathroom, but when he checks, no one is inside. Then, after asking whatever might be there to show itself, the attic hatch suddenly starts swinging open and shut violently.
Holy shit.
Terrified, he retreats to his bedroom, hoping things will calm down if he stays there, but it quickly becomes clear that even his bedroom may not be safe.
Freaks me out bad, this. When I'm on my own, I despise being on my own. Please stop. Just had it again, like on the left. That shit me up then, the window. Like, why are you banging at the window when it's open? What the hell? What the fuck is going on? Like, there's just paper coming out at printer. I'm not taking you on. I'm like, I'm off.
Moments later, loud bangs hit the bedroom window, and then the fax machine suddenly starts feeding out blank pages on its own. His phone begins ringing repeatedly. Up to that point, some of the events might still be explained as coincidence, but the constant violent banging becomes much harder to ignore. Clearly terrified, he finally runs out of the house without even taking his phone with him. But after he leaves, the security cameras capture something even stranger, something that makes it seem possible he may really be dealing with genuine poltergeist activity. So what do you think? Paranormal activity? Or something else entirely? Let us know in the comments. This video was taken by a security camera placed inside this girl's bedroom to monitor her. It is around 3 a.m. and well past her bedtime. But she doesn't appear to be sleeping. It's at this time she rushes over to her father's room in a panic, completely trembling as she says she was afraid of something on the ceiling. Her father, thinking it was just a bug, shows her that there's nothing there and tells her to go back to sleep. But after reviewing the footage in the morning, he was left terrified. This is what the camera captured. The lights can be seen flickering on and off for a while, and you can hear what sounds like the light switch toggling in sync with the lights flickering, as if somebody was there touching the switch. But as you can see, both of his daughters were asleep, as well as him and his wife in their bedroom. Even creepier, his daughter wakes up and begins to look up towards the ceiling as if she sees something frightening lurking up there. Realizing that his daughter was right and may have actually seen something terrifying, he begins to panic and worry for their safety. After a few more days, more strange things would happen around the house, causing him to rearrange his daughter's beds for them to feel more safe. But that doesn't seem to stop things from happening. On another night while his younger daughter is asleep, this happens. A distinctive orb can be seen hovering around her bedroom, and right after it goes out of view, 3 knocking sounds can be heard, which isn't a good sign. On the next night, they hear more strange sounds. On another night, his oldest daughter has woken up to something terrifying. She says she felt something touch her foot. Watch closely. As you can see, she gets up with her foot out as if something touched it. Puzzled, she begins to look around the room thinking it was her dog. But there's nobody there. Terrified and not sure what to make of all this, her father uploads these videos hoping someone would know what's going on. But until we get more updates, it may just remain a mystery. On August 20th of 2024, a man named Jared was investigating his house with his brother and his friend after some strange incidents had been occurring. They would often see objects and shadows moving around the house. Jared first moved to Blackpool in England with his family around 25 years ago, and they bought a hotel which turned out to be haunted. The lifts would go up and down on their own. Guests would end up seeing a figure sitting at the end of their bed, and they would end up checking out the very next day. Ever since then, wherever they moved to, these strange events seemed to follow on one night while they were investigating the house. They capture something utterly terrifying.
Hi gang, we're at Jed and Dave's house doing another investigation because things have been seen here last year when we was up here. And it was quite creepy, so we're just going to do another investigation now, a little more. See what we can find.
We're using the night vision camera on the SLS, so that's why they're stuck behind me, because we don't want to keep mapping them.
Exactly.
We want to see what we can map ourselves.
So we'll look around the room, Dave, you never know. We caught some orbs in here last time we was up here.
Yeah, I'm hoping to see some of that.
Yeah, you never know.
But
It's stuck on to the K2 meter.
K2, what was that?
Yeah, I've got Jed behind us doing the K2 and he's got a couple of lights on it, you know, so we don't know.
Yeah. Well, all we can do is just keep
Yeah,
going
so
past and see.
Whoa! What the hell? Did I just see something or am I imagining that?
I don't know, let's go.
What the hell? I don't know. It was, to me, it looked like a face. Dave?
I thought I saw something.
That was really quick.
That was-
really spooky.
That was.
I don't know. It seemed like a face, but I could be wrong. I won't say for definite.
What a face!
Seemed
Yeah.
like one, yeah.
I don't talk bollocks. See the face?
I don't know. We'll have to look back on
I
the
don't know.
video.
We'll have to review it, but that was really
This
weird.
is stuck.
I just thought I saw something.
Peer around the door.
Peering on the door.
Well, this is stuck on tin.
I know we've got a towel here.
Yeah, this is stuck on tin. At the door.
We've got a towel. Could it be that?
A creepy pale face can be seen sticking out through the door. Then when he pans the camera back, it's gone. And there's nobody on the other side either. It looks like it is long hair. But the only people present in the house was the three guys, and they were all together in this room. Whatever this thing is, it left them too afraid to stay the night. So they spent the night at their friend's house. A few days later, Jared returns. This time, he's alone at night, and decides to investigate once again. It doesn't end well.
Right. Doing a little bit of an investigation. Been doing it for a while, but I'm on my own tonight. And the house on my own, it's so creepy. It's terrible. See, we've seen a figure in the living room behind the door. Oh, for what the with this crap? I'm sick of this thing. What the was that? I'm sick and tired of this house. It's horrible. Cat's up there. What are you doing up there?
He sees a dark shadow figure peek out from behind the staircase, startling him as he runs to the next room, and even the cat can be seen in the top corner of the room, next to a hanging cross. Jared, being alone, doesn't dare to go upstairs to see what's waiting, not sure if something followed them back from the hotel and attached itself to him, or his brother Jared remains stuck on what he should do about this. As always, let me know your thoughts on this one. I featured Alex on the channel previously. Alex is a single mother who recently moved into a new house somewhere in France with her son, along with their dog and cats. The house was formerly the presbytery of a church, and also has a cemetery located somewhere beneath it. Ever since moving in, doors started opening on their own, and noises would be heard around the house. Late one night, Alex is in bed watching TV while her son is fast asleep when all of a sudden, she starts hearing a strange banging sound coming from somewhere around the house. So she pulls her phone out and begins to record. What she captures is the stuff of nightmares.
Il y a plusieurs verneuils en France. Moi, c'est dernier sur ça.
Il avait des petits magnets perdus de la carte de France, il connaît tout.
Il est juste fan de cordon bleu, ce mec. Et ça lui sert énormément.
Putain. Il est pas à moi.
Allez, je suis mon premier avocat. Et s'il y a un conseil que je peux te donner, c'est celui-là. C'est possible. Mais oui, et je sais que l'investisseur est... Je laisse aussi.
Oh putain.
The drawer opens by itself, and the bedroom door slams shut. Then when she goes out in the hallway, she starts to hear footsteps running up the stairs towards her really fast, causing her to flinch and drop her phone. Her cat also seemed to react to the footsteps and quickly ran down the side of the stairs as they were coming up. The very next night, Alex had a calm day. That is, until it came night time, and she was preparing to go to sleep when she heard the piano playing downstairs by itself. This is what she captured. The piano can be heard coming from downstairs along with what sounds like her son's voice calling out to her. But when she opens the door, she hears him snoring in his bed. As she enters the room downstairs, the piano stops. But a whole set of books come flying off the shelf, along with a TV playing static all on its own. Alex says this was the most terrifying night she has ever experienced, and went to bed together with her son, although she wasn't able to sleep at all because the noises continued throughout the night and her dog kept barking at it. Just what is going on inside Alex's home? Hopefully we get some more updates soon. A man named Taylor was told by his girlfriend that her house is haunted as she lives alone and would often hear footsteps coming from upstairs when she's in the house. Taylor didn't believe her and always thought it was just because the floorboards were old and made creaking sounds once in a while. But late one evening while his girlfriend is still at work, Taylor is home alone in her house when he hears the unmistakable sound of footsteps coming from upstairs. So he pulls his phone out and captures this.
My front camera is smashed, but I'm here at my girlfriend's house by myself. She always says it's haunted because it sounds like somebody is walking around upstairs. I've never heard it until now. I always say it's not haunted because the house is a little old. But it legit sounds like there's somebody upstairs. I will swing on a ghost, or if it's a person, I don't care. Who's up there? Oh my god, they're like at the top of the stairs. Come down these stairs and I will swing on you, I promise.
Footsteps can be heard moving around upstairs, and as he stands halfway up the staircase, what sounds like footsteps running down towards him or heard. Taylor decides to throw a punch at whatever it may be, but he explains that ever since this night they have started to hear more sounds in the house, but I've yet to post any further updates, just what may be lurking upstairs. Let me know what you think, family haunting. A man named Javier Briones works the night shifts as a highway security guard stationed at an outpost somewhere in Uruguay. He explains that for the last few days, he has been hearing someone knocking on the outpost door, but as he patrols the surrounding area, he never found anybody there. Late one night, on another night shift, Javier does a live stream and explains what's been going on when he hears the knocking again. And this time he sees it. Watch closely.
Tanto rato, 15 segundos ya, cabros. Están golpeados, ustedes están escuchando. Les voy a mostrar cómo está afuera, para que vean que afuera tampoco anda nadie. Miren, se ve nadie afuera. Está la moto ahí, acá no hay nadie tampoco. Acá no hay nadie tampoco. Están golpeando, se escucha, les muestro igual.
As he pans the camera from each side of the window, the figure of a creepy pale woman can be seen through the window, slowly moving her head and looking at him. But the strange things don't stop there.
Las dos manos, que me comentaron que mostrar las dos manos cuando va a hacer de nuevo, para mostrar también que no soy yo. Y hago este video, bueno, vamos el turno de noche, ya como el 20. Y hago este video para que ustedes lo compartan también y ver si a alguien más le pasa. Para eso son estos videos, el turno de noche, lo grabo para eso. Y pasó rápido. Miren, se acaba de caer esto solo, weón. Miren, estaba acá, estaba ahí y se acaba de caer solo.
Javier doesn't open the door as objects start falling off their position on their own, and the knocking continues. But this is just the start of it. On another foggy night while Javier is patrolling the vicinity, he hears knocking on the outpost once again and decides to investigate.
Están golpeando, no esperé nada, 20 minutos. Acaba de caer una niebla, voy a hacer una ronda.
As he continues to patrol while hearing the knocking, he notices a dark figure in the distance, just watching him.
Bueno, logro, 3 de la mañana y se ve como una silueta de un hombre parada allá. Está muy lejos, por eso no se ve tan bien. Le voy a dar todo el zoom para que vean ahí.
A dark silhouette can be seen just standing in front of a tree, not moving at all. Eventually, Javier lost sight of this figure as he continued his patrol. Till this day, he has no idea what has been causing this strange haunting and believes it could be the spirit of somebody who once lost their life on this highway. But it looks terrifying. So as always, let me know what you think. In a school somewhere in the Philippines, many rumors began to spread around about a particular classroom being haunted after a terrifying video was seen by the students that left them creeped out. The video was originally captured by the teacher using the classroom's CCTV camera. The teacher usually doesn't check the cameras, but after receiving multiple reports from a student being bullied in his class, he decided to go through the security camera footage. When he stumbled upon a notification saying motion detected in the classroom. But there shouldn't be anyone there, as this was well past closing hours. Curious, he watches the footage and sees something terrifying. As the camera detects motion and pans around the classroom, a misty-looking figure can be seen at the entrance. The camera seems to recognize the motion as it stops and points at the vague figure before it quickly dissipates into thin air. But the camera continues to move around the room, detecting motion. And if you look closely, you can sometimes see the figure in another location. The teacher has no doubt that something paranormal was indeed present in the classroom that night. He only hopes it's gone and doesn't return to torment the students at school, whatever it may be. The following video comes from a young man who captured something strange during the last few hours of his grandfather's life. Something that left the whole family shocked. While his grandfather was asleep, his home security camera captures this.
Que de repente desaparece un buen. Pero ¿qué le da a la ventana que la alumbra así? No, y no me hace hecho caso cuando te digo que se ve lo doble que eso. Y es que Pato se va hacia él. Y no se ha visto fuerte como era. Mira. ¿Qué es eso? ¿Qué
A strange white light can be seen manifesting out of nowhere, and almost reaching out to the grandfather. We can also see that he wakes up and tries to reach towards the light. Now here is where things become more strange. Only 3 hours after this recording, his grandfather in the footage passed away. And his grandfather's wife also passed away just 4 weeks prior. But before her death, she promised her husband she'll come pick him up when it's his time. The young man believes this light is his grandmother keeping her promise and picking up her husband as he passes on and joins her in the afterlife. I'm curious to hear your thoughts on this one. On December the 27th of 2024, a man named Chris just had a get-together at his parents' house with some other relatives as they were all staying over for New Year's. One day they were having dinner together and recording the moment to celebrate the family event, when suddenly something strange is captured. Take a look.
Ya estamos aquí en la merienda. Tamalito con chocolate, queso, pan y mantecadita. Buen provecho para todos. Marta siente... usted le va a tomar la foto a los...
We are here at the snack bar. Tamales with chocolate, cheese, bread and butter. Enjoy meal. What looks like the ghost of a child can be seen going across the room really fast. What makes this strange is that the child can clearly be seen appearing diagonally going downwards and phasing through the edge of the table as it passes by. It appears to be as if the child is hovering across and not running on the ground. The family also stated that they didn't have any kids with them. The next day, Chris made an update on the ghost capture.
Es aquí donde ocurre el evento. Está la casa de mis padres, el apartamento es un apartamento pues es relativamente nuevo. Mis padres se mudaron hace un par de meses, que pues aquí pudiera haber de pronto alguna entidad o algo. Esa es la sala, que es el comedor. A este lado hay una pared, unas piezas por donde no sabemos por qué se dirigió hacia allá. El niño sale debajo del mesón, pero es imposible. Si ustedes miran el vídeo es como si lo hubiera atravesado aquí esto.
The family were a little shaken up after realizing that they had called Ghost Child in their new house only after moving in a few months ago. In another video, a grandma is celebrating her birthday with her friends and family. One of the family members decided to record a video of the grandma sitting in front of the cake. While the rest of the family sings happy birthday, it looks like an ordinary wholesome moment when out of nowhere, something disturbing is captured. Family focuses on singing. A shadow-like figure quickly rushes by behind Grandma and vanishes out of view. After zooming in, we can see that it resembles that of a little girl. It seems that nobody noticed at the time, as the speed was probably too fast for the human eye and only seen on the camera. After hearing the full story, it becomes more terrifying. The grandma once had a young daughter who passed away due to health issues. When she was alive, she used to run around the house and play. She believes this may have been the spirit of her daughter returning to celebrate her birthday. However, others believe it's something evil imitating her daughter while she's vulnerable on her birthday. So in the end, did these families capture a ghost on camera? Or is it something else entirely? I'll let you be the judge. A man from Mexico explains that recently strange things have started happening around his house. He has no idea what is going on, but him and his wife are extremely concerned for their children's safety, and the activity seems to be steadily increasing and getting worse. So he posts these videos in hopes that someone would be able to assist them with what's going on around their house. Ever since these strange occurrences began, he decided to set up some security cameras around the house to monitor what's going on. Although they have no audio, one day his family are relaxing on the sofa together when the camera captures this.
Vean la puerta. Cómo se mueve ese carrito de mi hijo, el cual está sentado con mi esposa y mi hija. Mi esposa ni se percata de ese suceso. Ella se percata cuando va a pasar lo siguiente. Vean cómo se empieza a mover el sillón mecedor, amigos. Aquí mi esposa no se había ni percatado. Al parecer, creo que mi hijo, si no mal veo, como que él es el que se percata. Vean. Y ahí va más rápido. Como si alguien se hubiera sentado y se hubiera subido. Obviamente ellos corren, amigos. Ayúdenme, por favor.
His son is on the sofa with his mom when all of a sudden his RC car drives past outside by itself, which seems to go unnoticed by the family. Then a rocking chair starts rocking really fast, causing the family to run outside. But this is only just the beginning of things. The father explains that whenever his 4-month-old daughter gets restless and begins to cry, creepy events seem to follow afterwards, as if the child can sense it.
Realmente estamos bastante preocupados, más que nada por nuestros hijos y también por nuestra hija de 4 meses. Como siempre, mi hija cada vez que va a pasar este tipo de sucesos, siempre se pone inquieta.
One night, their daughter suddenly wakes up and starts crying around 3 a.m. Then, as he mentioned, strange activity follows and he hears something creepy. Take a look.
Vente. Me están tocando.
Sí. La niña empezó a llorar.
Ya no haga mucho ruido para ver quién es. No prendas. ¿Cómo rápido? Ay. Está bien inquieta, ¿verdad?
Sí.
Ya son casi las 3 de la mañana. ¿Dónde están las llaves? Hoy. Ahí quédate, espérame. No hay nadie. No hay nadie. No hay nadie. Uy, otra vez. ¿Quién será? No es nadie, Ceci. Yo creo que ya nos subimos a dormir. Ya. Vámonos. Vámonos porque igual le voy a enseñar la hora. Siempre pasa lo mismo. Mire. Son casi las 3 de la mañana. 25. Siempre hace lo mismo, ¿verdad? Ya vamos a... voy a cerrar otra vez.
Knocking can be heard coming from the front door near 3 a.m., but whenever they go to check, there's nobody there. On another night around 3 a.m., he's up late by himself playing Xbox, when he begins to hear something terrifying coming from around the kitchen. Watch closely.
Buenas noches. Estoy jugando Xbox. Escuchen.
Son casi las 3 de la mañana. Hay alguien allá afuera. Hay alguien atrás. Ahí está parado. Ahí hay alguien. No veo nada. Voy a subirme. Voy a dormir.
What sounds like a woman crying around his kitchen can be heard, but when he looks through the glass he sees nothing strange. Some people in the comments asked why he didn't go to check, as it could be a woman in need of help, but others stated that this is a trick from an evil entity to pretend to be a vulnerable woman so that he can open the door and welcome it inside his house. Luckily, it seems like he hasn't opened it yet, but that won't stop wherever it is from trying to get in and disturb his daughter. Late one night, the mother is trying to relax with her daughter and prepare her to sleep, when she suddenly starts getting restless, and the father receives a motion detection alert shortly afterwards, only to see something absolutely terrifying.
Observa los movimientos de mi hija de 4 meses, como ya está casi dormida, y ahorita en un ratito como que se altera. El video no tiene audio, así que por eso se lo estoy relatando. Vean ahí cómo se alteró mi hija y ve directamente hacia el portón. Miren, ahí está observando, ahí se asomó algo. Vean eso. Vean lo extraño que el color de piel que tiene eso, vean. Y mi hija ahí está alterada, y si se dan cuenta, no deja de mirar hacia el portón. Vean, mi hija está mirándolo.
Someone or something that looks extremely pale with white glowing eyes can be seen peeking out from behind the door, looking straight at his daughter, causing her to react and cry before it quickly retracts behind the door and vanishes. The family are left deeply disturbed by this encounter and are now starting to believe that something might be trying to attach itself to the little girl. Just who or what is this watching the girl? Until we get some more answers, this one remains a mystery. Just 2 weeks ago, a security camera outside someone's house in Colombia captures something no one could have imagined. Around 7 p.m., when a man was just casually returning home for the evening, what was captured has left the whole neighborhood completely terrified. Watch closely. Something appears out of nowhere and knocks him out, and then two people passing by notice the event and quickly come to assist him. With them is a dog that seems to go off in the direction that the mysterious orb appeared from, almost as if it could sense something unseen in that area. The man was taken to hospital and needed 24 stitches after this event, but he is okay. However, he doesn't seem to remember the events that transpired this evening. Perhaps due to the shock of the sudden knockout. Just what do you think it could be? So far nobody has any ideas. Late in the evening, a man was walking down the road just heading back home when he saw something really strange. He knows he wasn't imagining things because he isn't the only person who saw it and reacted. Someone or something had been walking on the other side of the road before suddenly vanishing behind the tree. Another man who also saw the strange moment goes over to the other side of the road to see what's going on. But he finds no answer. The man recording is baffled, unable to explain what he had just seen. So he carries on recording, hoping that he would see it again. After a short while, he sees this.
Right now, you guys didn't believe me, but by the fire hydrant, I seen somebody walk by and they disappeared by the tree. I know you think I'm fucking crazy. ¿Viste, güey? Iba pasando, someone was walking by, bro. And they just disappeared when they got by the tree. There was a lady walking and she just disappeared in the sidewalk. What the fuck? I know you guys didn't believe me, but somebody walking by. ¿Qué pasó, güey? Oh, right there. Ahí va saliendo. What the fuck? Mira. What the hell? Salió de un hoyo, güey, no mames. Mira. Ahí va. What the fuck? What is that? ¿Qué es eso, güey?
Aquí se parece a la viejita que camina.
Es la Llorona, güey, no mames. Mira. What the hell? ¿Qué pasó, güey? Oh, right there. Ahí va saliendo. What the fuck? Mira. What the hell? Salió de un hoyo, güey, no mames. Mira. Ahí va. What the fuck? What is that? ¿Qué es eso, güey?
Aquí se parece a la viejita que camina.
Es la Llorona, güey, no mames. Mira. What the hell?
A dark figure suddenly manifests along the brick wall as if it came out from within. The guy on the other side of the road gets frightened and quickly runs back to the other side to rejoin the man recording. The figure appears as if it was moving by the whole time. Although there was clearly nothing there, as we saw, did they capture something paranormal on camera, or could there be some sort of explanation for this? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. One night a woman was out camping solo in the middle of the Daring Woods, also known as the Screaming Woods, located in Kent, England. And the woods is known for being one of the most haunted places in the UK, along with a nearby village called Bluckley Village, which is the most haunted village in the UK. As she sets up her campsite, everything goes smoothly, but as it starts to get darker, things take a creepy turn.
I don't know if you can see it. Cadbury's Pot of Joy yogurt, basically chocolate yogurt. There is a lot of noises in these woods. Where's my spoon? It's getting cold. Oh! Get that fire going, I think. Now the rain, I think the rain stopped, or it stopped enough for a fire anyway. Sounds like kids screaming. That's just a train. Is it a bird or is it kids screaming? That's a bird. I don't know if you're able to hear a lot of this, it's pretty distant, but it sounds like kids screaming.
She begins to hear what sounds like kids screaming off in the distance within the woods. However, she didn't think much of it and eventually dismissed it as just a strange noise. After finishing her meal, she begins to light a bonfire to enjoy the warmth as the sun goes down and it gets really cold in the dark. Then something chilling happens. Watch closely.
Honestly, I've never known the woods with so many strange noises. It's not just your normal birds and stuff and planes. There's a lot of planes. There's like this weird... Well, I don't really know how to describe it, but I'm tired, so I'm going to let this burn out in a bit, sit here and enjoy a fire for a little while, and then, yeah, head to bed. The hammock's really comfy, thank God, so I should sleep well, I would think. Where's my big bean? What was that noise? This is definitely odd. I've got no idea if you guys heard that or not, but honestly, I don't like it, I'm gonna be honest. It's not deer, like I know what deer sound like, I've spent so much time with deer.
She hears more strange noises and looks around, but is unable to find the source. So she goes back to her campsite and sets up her hammock and begins sleeping. Around 2 a.m. she's woken up to something disturbing.
Convinced there's been a person or persons. What the fuck? I've never wanted the morning to come as much as I do right now.
Sounds like footsteps walking around near her hammock can be heard in the middle of the night. Afraid for her safety, she stays still and keeps all the lights off. And after some time, the footsteps just suddenly stop. She then musters the courage to search the campsite, but finds no sign of anything. Whatever it was, it disturbed all the sleeping crows. This was the most scared she had ever been while out camping solo at night. It seems like the rumors are true about the Screaming Woods being one of the most haunted places in the UK, but let me know what you think. The following video comes from a mother named Melia, who moved into a new house in France with her children somewhere in September 2024. Shortly after moving in, her 3-year-old daughter began to feel terrified to enter her own bedroom, to the point where she was crying and screaming, saying there was a lady on the ceiling with big teeth.
Maman, attends, mais me fais pas, elle a tous des grandes dents. Elle a des grandes dents? Oui. Oh non. Il a les cheveux, la dame, elle sourit. Elle sourit? Ça te fait peur? Oui. Elle reste toujours sur le plafond et me regarde. Elle te regarde et ça te fait peur? Oui. D'accord, mon cœur, elle va partir. Elle va partir, la dame. Quand il pas moi, il quelqu'un plus.
At first her mother thought she was just having nightmares, but then she described this figure in great detail which seemed too real. A lady with dark brown long hair, big hands, long nails and big teeth. After this, Melia tried to reassure her daughter that she is okay and nothing is happening, but a few minutes later, a light in the room begins to flicker, so she starts recording again and something terrifying is captured. Watch closely. The door opens by itself, but as she rushes over to see what's there, she finds nothing. This may not seem like much, but after what her daughter said just moments before this happened, makes this utterly terrifying. On another night, while everyone is asleep, Melia begins to hear strange noises. What sounds like horse hooves footsteps can be heard briefly, then the door starts closing by itself, and the TV turns on while both children are asleep in their bed. She decides to sell some security cameras recording around the house, and over the next few nights they capture many creepy things. One day she was on a live video giving her viewers a tour around the house when all of a sudden the lights start flickering.
Purée d'interrupteur, hein. J'ai pas de trucs dans les mains. Et là c'est la chambre de mon fils, je vais aller vite. Voilà. va mieux là déjà. Et... Ah, je pète un câble. Est-ce que vous entendez les pas juste?
The full video was on her live, but there was no save replays, just this extract. But as you can see, she was doing a house tour while home alone, when all the lights started flashing, and she shows there's no switch in her hands to the mirror. Then, when she's upstairs in her son's bedroom, footsteps can be heard down below, which quickly disappear as she rushes down the stairs after them. You can clearly hear the fear and panic in her voice and behavior. And it eventually gets so much to the point where she begins to break down on live with her viewers.
Ouais, je suis toute seule, ouais. Ouais, mais merci Kim, t'es un amour. Mais franchement, il y a des jours, c'est fatigant en fait. En plus, je pense que je suis malade parce que j'arrête pas de vomir et tout. Donc la fatigue, la maladie et en plus tu remets les bruits là, de merde là. Pardon.
While home alone on another live with her viewers, and other sounds can be heard in the background, causing Melia to cry. But the worst is yet to come. On another day, while entering her daughter's bedroom, she sees something from a nightmare. Unfortunately, the full video was removed, so she only has this slowed version. Take a look. As she opens the bedroom door, a dark shadow figure can be seen in the middle of the room, startling her before vanishing. Melia states that after this, she has been having nightmares of someone or something trying to steal her daughter away. She has had someone come over and use white sage on the house, but it only made things worse. Melia is now completely terrified and worried for her daughter's safety, and after only living here for a few months, she is desperately trying to move out. She also mentioned the house has a condemned well in the garden, which may possibly have something to do with these events. But until further updates, this one remains a mystery. A man named Eddie recently purchased a new apartment somewhere in Poland for a good price and moved in all alone with his cat. After the former tenants, an elderly couple suddenly decided to move out without warning. The place itself is fairly new, and the elderly tenants were the first and only people to live in this house before Eddie moved in. However, not long after moving in, Eddie began to have the feeling that he was being watched, and his cat would often behave strangely, staring off at the wolves and meowing at seemingly nothing. After some time, he started hearing strange sounds around the house that he just couldn't explain. So one night, he sets up a camera overnight, leaving it facing the intersection of all the rooms. And this is what he captured. The strange knocking sounds seemed to really disturb the cat. On another night, Eddie notices his cat acting strange, staring at one spot for ages. so he decides to record it when he hears something strange. Strange sounds seemed to come from beyond the door, completely drawing the cat's attention. After this night, the activity slowly became more intense, and the knocking would get more violent. The next time he hears it, he pulls his phone out to record while having the other cameras set up. Simultaneously, watch closely. He opens the door where the knocking is seemingly coming from. The sound shifts to another area of the house, and now sounds like something being shaked. A chair can also be heard moving and seen out of place. The events seem to be slowly getting worse, and now it occurs in the morning, and during the daytime too. When he opens the door to the knocking, there's nothing there, and another item falls off the kitchen counter by itself. The following morning, the sounds get more aggressive.
6:56. Słyszycie to?
The knocking now sounds like loud banging, and as he opens the door, a white orb is seen flying out of the room. Although some people believe it's just dust, either way, Eddie doesn't know what is going on in his house. But perhaps he was tricked, and this is why the apartment was sold at a cheaper price. But hopefully we get some more updates soon. Similarly, another experienced camper named Daniel was camping in the woods one day near his home. He ventured down the woodland trail deep into the woods and eventually chose a spot to set up camp. He settles and starts to prepare a meal when this happens.
We're going to be out Friday night, but I'm going away Saturday, so I've got a bit of a drive as well, so I didn't want to be tired, and it's going to throw it down Friday night as well, and rain camping is really good. Is that a badger? Hello? I hope I got that on camera. I really hope I did. Because if I didn't, and I'm showing this, people won't believe that. Just my heart's beating a bit quickly. I'll just give you a full circle round of what I'm looking at. Now, apart from them in the distance playing whatever they're doing, whatever sport they're doing, football or something, I've just heard like someone walked literally past me. And I mean literally walked past me.
Just like with the girl camping alone, Daniel hears footsteps approaching closely, but isn't able to see anyone around. Nonetheless, he decides to stay and continue preparing his meal, but it only gets more creepy from here onwards.
There's that noise again now. Hello? Hello? You got a bit of that. There's nobody here. And it sounds like someone's just walking around. I can handle it, won't. Can you wear it?
After hearing more footsteps, he starts to grow increasingly wary of his surroundings. He gets up and surveys the area, but just like before, he sees nothing and appears to be alone out in the woods, although he's starting to feel as if something is there with him. Despite that, he continues with his camp, finishing his meal, and even starts sleeping in his sleeping bag at night.
I'm gonna be honest, I can't stay here now. I want to be a wimp. I don't care if people call me a wimp in the comments, but I can't stay here. I'm too unsettled. I'm nervous. I've done camping like this a load of times. I think I'm gonna go find somewhere else to get this bivvy set up. But I'm leaving this spot. Like now. So I packed my stuff away, and already I'm regretting it. I'm regretting packing away. But I just keep doing it. I've got one side of me telling me to stop being stupid. It's an animal, it's animals. And I've got other side saying, well, didn't sound like that earlier.
Feeling too unsettled, Daniel decides to leave this campsite without hesitation, as he is not sure what may be lurking nearby, waiting for him to fall asleep.